Welcome back, welcome back. So I'm sitting here listening to a reading. Shout out Kwayen, Spiritual Joker. And she said something very enlightening. She said that a powerful spirit can possess more than one person at the same time. Now, that got me thinking, you know what I mean? Like, wow, that's understandable, I guess. That's how you can have a crew of bad people that think and do exactly, same shit. And then it made me think of the Bible when Jesus went to that man and he had all those spirits inside of him. Because, it's like yin and yang. One spirit can possess multiple people, and then these spirits all went into this man. And I said to myself, who the fuck was that guy? And what the fuck did he do, to have that many spirits come into him? And since I just heard that newfound knowledge, but it's not really newfound, it's more, kind of common sense, I guess, if you really just spend time and think about it. But it's like, everything's always by action, so what the fuck did he do that got himself like that? Like, usually it's the witchcraft and all that other shit, like the Bible says, and live in a certain way, ungodly. And to me, it's always, it's either two ways. You're rarely wicked and the Lord takes favor off of you and stops helping you, and then the spirits take your ass, Or you're really, really special and they needed your ass to fail your mission, so they sent all those motherfucking demons on your ass. Because at the end of the thing, like, the man doesn't die. He actually is one of the people that ran around for the rest of his life talking about Jesus, supposedly. I could have swore that's how the story ends for him. He starts running around and like, yo, that guy saved me. I'm that guy. I'm proof that he's really who he says he is. He got the spirits off me. I think that's how it ended, And that's just a very strange thing to think about. Like, I haven't really put too much thought into that, even though, we're on this holy crusade and dealing with people and learning the brain. But, my father had me on, it's like two sides. There's the physical side, and then there's the spiritual side. I've always been more of a physical priest. You know what I mean? That's why I say I'm like, I'm Adam. You know what I mean? Like, I talk about the law, the physical shit you have to do, But I also learned the Jedi, the Levi shit, the spiritual shit. And that would come with knowledge of when you do the physical shit, what does that affect you spiritually? And I'm a baby at that, I guess. Because, they always say, you gotta understand, well, the Bible says you have to understand the man things before you understand the spiritual things. It says if you can't understand the worldly things, how can you possibly think and understand of the spiritual? So that would require man to learn both worlds. You got to kind of learn where you're at. That's why I always constantly stay on the Adam level of telling people, go to the basics. Learn the most regular things about everything, and you'll begin to see Once you see it, you can't unsee it. What the thing you're gonna see is him, but without seeing him. You're gonna see his world, the things in it. And then when you study the littlest things in those things, just look it up. Eventually you'll see the patterns, you'll see the laws of nature, you'll see the laws of life and death, you'll see the laws of, and then it's gonna click in your fucking mind. There's a lot of things that cannot change. This shit is set in motion, and I'm just like the things that I see around. All the little animals and the living thing, I'm like them. I'm at the whim of whatever put these things in the cycle. You know, it's day and night, and everything has its time, and everything has its place. And it brings balance and order for everyone. And then the Lord said, I'm going to make something that can be like me and undo balance. Do you understand that? That's what man is. We have that privilege. And it comes with consequences. So, all love, all praise to the Most High. I don't really know where we were going with that one. Just watching this reading, and she just said that, and that just jumped into my mind real quick, like, yo, this possession thing and the influence of spirits is, I know it's real, you know? I've seen it on so many man levels. You know, we're physical. We can see people and their actions. When you start actually paying attention and seeing the fucking look in people's eyes, when you see someone go from 0 to 60, you know what I'm saying? When you see the maniac look in a person's eyes, when you see the awareness go away, yet the body still goes forward, then you understand there's something behind that that's blocking them from being aware. And then you get locked into the zone of your thought. And if the only thing in your mind is selfish, 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 mine, 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 then you start doing anything and you start believing everything's yours. And once you hit that level, I call it the God level. There's always the level. When you hit and the Lord judges you like, oh, you think you're me? You really think you could do whatever the fuck you want down there, eh? Okay, I got something for you. I'm going to show you like I've showed many, 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 many other men. If you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And your arms are too short to box with God. Let me get out of here. I got to go back to work.